Hi, I'm Kerry Carnage, and I'm addicted to roller derby. It's been 24 hours since my last skate. Now, a quick history on roller derby. Roller derby is a full contact women's team sport on roller skates. That's skates of the four-wheel variety, not blades. Roller derby has been around since the 1930s, where it started in America. It grew larger and larger through the years, through live televised games, culminating in the 70s with a more theatrical, balls-to-the-wall, aggressive style of derby. Derby fell under the radar when it disappeared from American TV screens in the mid-70s. It wasn't until 2001 when a group of women got together in Austin, Texas, and created the roller derby we see today, which is more sport than spectacle. Wellington Roller Derby, Richter City, formed in 2007. There are currently 758 derby leagues in 25 countries. My roller skating history started in the late 80s with my first pair of roller skates. My roller derby history started a few years later in 2009, when my sister, who was part of derby in Melbourne, talked me into going to a fresh meet and greet. This is a get-together where skaters talk to prospective newbies, fresh meet. Never been that into sport or exercise of any kind, and seriously nervous. I went to my first Richter City roller derby fresh meet and greet, which was naturally held in a bar. I met a few other fresh meet. They were nice, encouraging, and answered all of my silly questions. Now I have to make a confession here. At this point, I had never seen a roller derby game. I went the following week to a skate session and never looked back. I was hooked. Towards the end of 2009, Richter City held their first season. I volunteered as a penalty mistress, which is timing the skaters in the penalty box, and I got to dress up. The beginning of 2010 saw the first official fresh meet program for Richter City roller derby. I was afraid, really afraid, but somewhere though that fear melted away. The fresh meet course was 6 weeks of hard, intense, painful awesomeness. You know, when you begin skating, you're kind of like this guy with skates on. And to be honest, even a year on, some days I still feel like this guy with skates on. And then sometimes I'm not snuffy. I'm Kerry Carnage with mad skills and hot pants. And Kerry Carnage, I love my name. And I have to confess, I didn't come up with it. A friend of mine did, and I think it suits me perfectly. You don't get to register your name until you graduate fresh meet, so I guess it's like a rite of passage. And the cool thing is, no two people in the world can have the same name. There's a Dr. Carnage, Share Carnage, Major Carnage, but I'm the only Kerry Carnage. Roller derby takes a lot of time and commitment. There are trainings 3 times a week, more in season, meetings to attend, gatherings, and when you get close to bout time, your friends and family might actually forget what you look like. And I'm not going to lie to you, roller derby does hurt. I spent the majority of last year developing a relationship with my physio. All my injuries were dumb, of course. Tripping over my own feet, landing on my shoulder, twisting my ankle at speed, falling backwards, and landing on my own skates. And that really hurts more than you can imagine. But, let's face it, any contact sport has their fair share of injuries. You get hurt, you get back up. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Now, Wellington has the most amazing amount of fans. At our first bout last year, we had almost 3,000 people. And check out the dude in the leopard print bodysuit. That's dedication. A lot of people ask me if it's like the movie Whip It, and the answer is kinda. There are a few differences, but when you look at the friendships, the camaraderie, and the confidence that is shown in the movie, then yes, it's like the movie. That really is one of the best things about roller derby. I have made friends with some of the most amazing women who I probably would never have met otherwise. I love my derby sisters, and I even have a derby wife. It's not some lesbian initiation thing. And my boyfriend would not be happy about that. A derby wife is the one person in the whole sport that has your back, will bail you out of jail, and may even hold your hair back when you puke after drinking too much. I'm fitter, I'm stronger, and I wear hot pants in public. And that's a big thing. 2 years ago, I had never been seen in hot pants, let alone stood up here and given a talk to a room full of people. But that's one of the many things roller derby gives you, confidence. I've gained more confidence in myself in the last 2 years than I've had my entire life. Thank you.